Crystal Edge Technology screens, and coming soon are FLE I have no idea why. Maybe this wasn't right. It wasn't the time for it. Just might not been the time for it. Everything happens for a reason. And I'm sitting here going through all these applications to go in and get a place where I can actually show off our technology. I didn't think about just renting out the halls for like a day or a month because that's all we would need them for. We really wouldn't need them for years. Not right now, we would need it for years. So we need a place where we can go in, set up equipment, advertise our technology for a couple of days. Because it takes a couple of days for me to get tons of videos. It really doesn't. I don't need that much time. And Allentown is full of these places all over the place. And you can rent out halls for art studios. You can rent out things for concerts and halls, all kinds of stuff you can rent out down here for different events and stuff like that. So I have to go down and get a couple of permits done. And so I can go and basically advertise for technology. I literally saw art studio, huge art studio that they have for just renting out for a day. It's month by month basis. They're huge. They're like $300 a month, easy. We go in there, set up for 1 month. I can do all my videos, demonstrations, floor displays, whatever I want in there. We could jump from location to location because we could show that the technology can pull up anywhere in Allentown. I could cover majority of all of Allentown in one summer, jumping from one spot to the next. And this would be fantastic because we could show that the technology not only works beyond, but we can basically go from any location in the city, set up and produce in any environment without changing out anything in the environment. And it's cheap. I looked around. Some of the places are something like $30 an hour, $75 an hour. That's nothing. We could set up in no time at all, have pictures, have demonstrations within that timeline, and be done and out. That's it. Short, sweet videos, done, pictures, the whole 9 yards, floor displays, everything. And at the same time, advertise the company because any establishment we walk into, they're going to see that technology, and we could pass out cards, business, all along the way. I didn't know why this didn't dawn on me. I didn't think about this. I was sitting there, I'm looking at places, and I seen this art studio for rent. You can rent them out for on a monthly basis at $300, and they're huge. They have massive window displays, plenty of light. I'm thinking, why didn't I do this before? There's concert halls, there's outside events. It's all different places that we can set up at and advertise the technology anywhere. What better way to show off your technology's amazing game capability that you can go anywhere you want and set up? It's cheap, it's affordable, and the location changes all the time, but I can't get bored. I freaking love it. I am definitely doing it. So right now, I'm actually looking at one right now about setting up and getting there and basically hooking up our demonstrations for setting up. I think I'm going to start working on this probably around, because I want to make sure we get all our paperwork, everything is locked in. And we're definitely, the Spartan's definitely going to happen. That definitely has to happen. This is going to be a more of an online, offline kind of adventure for our technology to be able to go to different places and record and stuff like that. I want to literally build a section on our webpage just to show off the technology in different environments. But, excuse me about that. But also, too, on top of that, I'm still going to launch the Spartan. Spartan has to be launched. And the reason why, because, again, we just get too many people that just talk way too much trash online. And we need to be the usher in a new form of technology. So that's why the Spartan is definitely being launched no matter what. But other than that, being able to set up anywhere we want and have that on display is going to be absolutely amazing because we can run anywhere we want. We don't have anywhere we have to be in these controlled environments where screen can't do this and screen can't do that. We're going to be in any environment we want. Let me see what we want to do here first things first. I'm going to look up something here. I'm here looking up. Let me see. Oh, where is my account? I got to get rid of some of this clutter in here. Let me see. We're done with all this. That's all done. Yeah, I'm definitely doing that from the door. So that way, you know, I mean, pretty much the Black Series technology can pick up anywhere, because we've had that over in an office building where we're able to pick up anywhere we wanted to. Oh, did I expand the friends? The whatchamacallit? I gotta go in there, put more videos in there too. Oh, this is gonna be great. So I've already found, I'm looking at a tiny home down here in Allentown. They're not expensive down here. Actually, they're like $800 to $700. I'm actually going to be not purchasing, renting, because I don't like to buy anything. I'm going to be renting the unit for my home, and I'm going to convert this place for work and storage. This is what this place is going to be converted to. Mostly it's going to be just storage, because it's an easy spot to get to back and forth. It's right near downtown, and that means I can drop all my equipment in here, and if whatever I need, I can jump over to any area that I'm renting out for that day or that month to advertise our technology in. This is fantastic. Everything's within, locked into each other. That is fantastic. I got to go down and issue for my permits, because again, I want to do demonstrations out in the park. And the guy was talking to the one woman. She was like, "Oh yeah, we have like this outside area for if you want to set your equipment up to do demonstrations." They're asking what you do, and we're explaining to, "Oh, that's freaking insane. We have to see this." And yeah, we get that a lot. We have to see this. So mind you, ad tech is involved in this. We can actually rent out window space. Yeah, window space, which means we can put that stuff anywhere we want. And again, the place that we're talking about, they were asking us when we install it in, they want to come see it because they want to use it for advertising through their window. This gives us free passage to walk through any area, because again, we're just renting out the spot. That's it. Now, why sign a year lease when I can go anywhere I want at just renting it out for a day? That's it. You know how much work we can get done in 2 hours in an environment? Man, and on top of that, the environments change out at will. So we'll have tons and tons of pictures of our technology all over downtown, inside, outside, in all different environments where we can actually show it off and just anywhere we want. And again, for you other screens that want to try to do this, you can't. You know why? Because you can't see in the light. That's the problem. You can't adjust you can adjust the environment the way you want to, but people see that. I see it in demonstrations all the time. We don't have to change our environments. Our technology can sit right next to windows and have no issues whatsoever. This is going to be amazing. I don't even know why I didn't think of this sooner. This is absolutely fantastic. Yeah, we proved that. We walked to that office building and did the demonstration. Walked through an office building and did that demonstration. Y'all can't do that. You can't walk through an office building with a $170 ultra short throw or a long throw projector and pick up anywhere you want in the environment. We can do that. And we got FLE technology launching in 2024, and that stuff eats sunlight. Oh my goodness. I got places already picked out to do demonstrations for the TV technology. Already picked out. I've seen a couple of places that has these, one in a luxury hotel. It's a little bit more money, but it's definitely worth to do the videos there, especially right up next to a window. Whoa, man, we can have a ball with that stuff around there. I cannot wait. I don't even know why I didn't think of it. But anyway, Spartan's still being launched, because that's very important that we launch that technology. I look at it as a cleansing technology. That's what it's designed to do. You ever know the whole theory of, read the book on Halo? A lot of people never read Halo, the book. Most people just pretty much just played the game, but you read the book about it and what the Halo rings actually represent. They represent cleansing. That's what they represent. If one race became too superior, this Halo system would come out and would basically wipe the universe. It's like resetting the universe to start it all over again. So that's funny. Spartan, Halo. Anyway, so yeah, this is what Spartans will be designed to do. As a matter of fact, I may make a series of these things. Might as well. I don't think we're going to sell it. I think the main purpose of the Spartan is going to be designed what it's designed to do. It's designed to basically clean, just wipe everything out. Actually, also to back our technology that we are #1. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're not going to sell it. I made that decision last night. We're going to make it for one purpose only, and that is to represent our technology's brute force, the ability and skill and technology that we have by designing a technology solely just for basically wiping out competition. That's what we're going to use it for. Other than that, I can't wait. It's basically, dude, just jump up anywhere I want. Thank God for freaking Ubers and Lyfts, because man, I can just jump in the car. Matter of fact, I know just about everybody around here does a Lyft, because I do Lyfts constantly all the time, so I know a lot of people. Now, the time being a small town, I've met a lot of cool people. So that's what I'll be doing. Bum, 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 bum. Now, just in case, we're going to be in that time, we should be in court. We should definitely be in court around that time. We should be going to court. But just in case, if we have any complications or any problems in any of the establishments that we'll be working in, and these individuals feel the need, because mind you, as I said before, the police reports that were set up originally for Jamie Fernando Gonzalez, I have to bring this up because these guys are known for doing dumb stuff, and this is what they do because they have a history of contacting people we work with or people we're renting from and spreading false lies. So just in case, I'm going to make sure that when I finalize everything with the police, we're going to get everybody in those charges that were responsible, especially on that guy next door. We just recorded that entire site right there, just showing the involvement that these individuals had with basically slandering my company. You will be in these reports. And the main report, which means it involves Jamie, Mr. Matthews, it involves Solid 5, Danny Roger, and Mr. Williams. Did we get all of them in there? I think we got all of them in there. Those particular individuals. Yeah, you're in those reports. So, and the main report, which will have all your charges in them, their charges, everybody else in there, anyone we do business with will get that report. They can confirm with the Allentown police that you guys are trolls and that you have been trying to disrupt their company. So any company we do business in Allentown will get a copy of that report with all your information intact in it with it. So if they're ever contacted by you guys, they can contact us. We can get that report and we can bring it in and add it for court. By then, by that summer, you should be in court by then. You definitely should be in court. You should be before a judge. Definitely should be before a judge by then. But just in case, we're going to make sure we get you guys all locked in. So I'm going to take the rest of the initial information, everything I need, especially that next door. It was already sent off. It was dubbed, copy, all that. The whole entire page was sent over to the police, and the page was sent over to the FBI. It was already sent over last night. So with all that being said, with all the evidence we have, they're going to start the investigation of figuring out who the rest of them are, where they live at, what their names are, where they work at. They'll have you in no time at all. We'll have no time at all in the investigation to find you. That's what they do. They're investigators. That's what their job is, to track down and find individuals, and they're going to find out who you are. We'll have all that information. We'll have you in a police report, and we'll bring you before a judge. And that way, if you pop up anywhere before we go to court, in any places I'm doing business with, and try that nonsense of contacting these people with these false letters, we will make sure that these establishments know who you are, so if they want to, they can begin to file charges against you. Mind you, gentlemen, the establishments that you already contacted are filing charges against you. So it's not going to be just me showing up for court. There's several different agencies that are showing up for court for filing charges. Just want to know the whole scale of it all, what's going on. So if I had that problem, because I've had it where you guys have contacted people in the past, people we've done business with, people we've rented from. We have proof of that from the guy next door. It talks about it quite a bit, about contacting the people that live in the blue house. It contacts about people that we work in business. It's in there. All the evidence is in there on what you guys were up to, and your names are peppered throughout that entire page. And that's it. That's pretty much what we need to actually make it a conspiracy. We got everything we need. But thank you so much. I would have never known if I didn't click on it. I clicked on the first one, nothing came. I clicked on that one. We saw that email. And that email also locks into our accounts, where we've seen that email pop up quite a lot in all our accounts. So it shows your involvement in those activities. Your company's names are in there. Parte, your company's name pops up in there. Mr. Matthew, you pop up in there. Crow pops up in there. And Mr. Williams is not in there. We don't see it. We haven't seen him in there yet, but I do know we have enough evidence of Mr. Williams. Mr. Williams is not going anywhere. I just found a picture on his account showing my face right there alone. That's another lawsuit right there for him. But he's done. He's done. That's the end of it. You guys screwed yourself really bad. Really, really bad. You screwed yourselves. But you're not going. You're all getting locked up. You're not getting any freedom. I think by summertime rolling around, or maybe sooner in that timeline, we should have this in court and get ready to process the criminal charges. This month, this is December. This month and January, I'm filing lawsuits. So yeah, yeah, it's coming, gentlemen. But just to make sure that you don't contact anyone I'm doing business with, and you want to carry on and act up at these establishments, and you want to hide behind your little microphone and keyboard, I'm going to make sure they have all your information, especially you, Jamie. They will definitely have your information right from the door, where you live at, where your business is at, so they know exactly who to go to file their charges. Hiding behind stuff. You guys stop being cowards at the end of the day. You guys are nothing more than just little cowards. Now, I got things to do. You know, you're mad at me because I can take my technology and I can go where I want and do demonstrations, and you're bitter about that. You're very bitter that no one is actually doing any business. No one's buying your products. And I know no one's buying your products because I did the research. I try to find any recent customers and I can't find any. There's nobody there. Nobody there at all. They're slandering all the trash talk, talking about my family, talking about me. And that different in the YouTube video right there, the guy next door, oh, you guys sealed your fate. You definitely sealed your fate. Well, they sealed their fate anyway. It's gone. Yep. So we're going to go get this. Has already been reported to YouTube. They have access to this page right here. And law enforcement officers now have contacted this page. I want to go in and get, let me see. Oh, man, let me see. But I'm happy about our advertising and all that. So, again, yeah, you guys screwed yourself pretty bad on this one. Really, really bad. You're pretty much done. That's it. Making all these dirty videos and all these dirty accounts. We've got evidence on everything. I want to make, let me see. Let's see, I need the actual handle on this. I'm not going to go into this. We don't need all this. But yeah, this is all we need right here. This is it. This is what you call the nail in the coffin, the finisher. This shows you all your involvements. We have a recording of showing all your involvements on here. There's Partey over here. Your logo pops over there. Well, that's not your logo. We got Mr. Matthew here. You're in here again. You pop up again over here. Now, all of you have been a part of this. We've got so much evidence on here. This is unbelievable. So, no, we don't plan to, well, the plan, what we're going for is, you're never getting out. That's all to it. Never getting out. And you are going to be stacked in massive, massive lawsuits. Unbelievable lawsuits. We got y'all. Even more evidence. Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate it that we're able to get access to this. Until then, I am going to be looking at some really interesting places to do business with downtown. Let me see something for a minute. Yeah, I'll look up that when I get time. Right now, I want to get to my site right now. And let me see and start working on, let's see, we got everything else done in there. My site. Oh, right. I can go anywhere I want. Anywhere I freaking want. And I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. Exactly what I'm going to do. This is going to be fantastic. Was I working on this yesterday? I was working on this, yeah. I want to put, matter of fact, I forgot. We got to upload it a certain way. Oh, I took it off again. Why do I keep deleting that? I got to go back in and put that in again. No. We can't use that. We have to upload it and run it from the account to do it that way. Let me see if we can do it that way instead. I want the video to load. I don't want that to load. I want the video to load. Now, real quick, for the guy who made, we know who made the guy next door. We were pretty aware who made that one. We know who made that one. Look at it in there, just going off. This is all going over to the portal. Man, this is sad. This is the emails that we receive because they're upset. Well, if that upsets you, wait till you see what we got planned next on the technology we're gonna be showing off everywhere, and how go you guys going to court. This is really going to make you extremely upset. But we don't care at the end of the day. You deserve what you get. And let me see. Yeah, Minister has been in here quite a few times, commenting and carrying on. Okay, that's good to know. Let me see. Okay, and this is all being ported over today to the portal. These are almost around 60 or 70 messages we've received from them, upset and angry, carrying on and ranting. Look, it's not my fault that you're not making any money. It's not my fault that you're broke. You're not making any money. The reason why your products don't sell because you're scammers and people see your products for what they are. Only thing I see here is a bunch of angry individuals that are upset and mad because their products don't sell anymore. No one is buying your stuff. We can't find any customers. No one's purchasing your stuff at all, period. Your websites are just open for the sake of just opening them up because, again, as I said before, no one's buying your stuff. You can't back it up. This is why your companies are being challenged. Your companies are being challenged due to the fact to show that your products don't work. Let me see. We got another one here from Silent Wake 5 right there. I'm just looking through this real quick. Let me see. Bum, 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 bum. Talking about our customers. Gee whiz, really sad dudes. There is the Minister, pops up quite a bit. I'm gonna get the rest of his out of here and separate them and get them ready to go back down to the station where he's at. And for Mr. Minister, again, it wasn't hard to track down your location. You actually shot a video showing your location where you're at, so it wasn't hard to figure out where you're at and contact your building management to figure out exactly what unit you're in. I'm not going to mention that on camera because you don't have it under an LLC or anything like that, so that wouldn't be right. But that we know where you're at. So yeah. No more hiding behind cameras anymore. None of that nonsense. That is pretty sad. Wow. What do you got? Don't you guys work? You don't work? You don't have any jobs or anything to be doing stuff like that? That's sad. That is really, really sad to be like that. Really, really sad. All right, cool. Just seeing what orders just popped through. That is really, really sad. All right. Well, I know the reaction and hatred we got here is just from individuals that are very upset and angry because, again, as I said before, their products are not selling at all, period. And no one's buying from them. And that's why they're very upset, and that's why they're angry. And our products are selling, and we are making money. And now we're going to be branching out offline because I got some things I want to do offline, giving us the ability to be able to rent in different halls and establishments. It just, at the end of the day, it infuriates them because they're mad. They can't do the same thing. Well, got to get your products to work first. And again, no one wants to wait that long for a screen to paint a screen in with the really spotty and bad results. Has a very horrible coverage. This is where we're tracking down on this one. Let me see. Oh, his customers, trying to find customer reviews on his products. Let me see something for a minute. 11, 76. Let's see. Trying to find any customer reviews. You don't have any customers at all. Like there's nobody there. Only thing, your channel has literally turned into a channel of just bashing people. That's it. That's all it is. You have no customers. No one's producing anything on your product. We're going to be all over the place downtown showing off our technology. We're going to have tons of even more customers coming in, more companies showing off our demonstrations, and you don't have anything. Mind you, a gray screen paint, you can't paint that in anywhere. It won't work. As a matter of fact, I plan to do those demonstrations when I get down there of showing these products don't work anywhere at all. But when you're coming up matching screen paints, here it says Spartan Mix, don't get scammed. Wow, you do know that product's not for sale, right? You're a sad dude at the end of the day. The Spartan is not. Oh wow, I'm gonna tell you how uneducated Jamie is about the Spartan. He says the Spartan Mix, don't get scammed. It's not for sale. We literally said that multiple times, that it's not a product designed for sale. It's a product designed to represent what our technology is designed to do. That shows how stupid. Wow, you're not that smart. You're very dumb individual. We just sat there and said it's not for sale. If we even consider to sell it, and it would be extremely rare that we would, we may and may not, but we're not going to sell that technology. That technology has one purpose and one purpose only, and that is to disrupt. That's it. It's designed to conquer and destroy. But since you want to talk about it, we'll bring it to your front door. I'll be coming down on the 4th to actually come down and make purchase for your product. Matter of fact, we'll have you, that's the day we're going to basically show it off. I'll be down on the 4th to buy from you. He actually thinks it's an actual mix that we're selling. Okay. Let's see. I need someone to copy my idea. Blah, 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 blah. That's him talking trash on post. 3 days ago, 1 day ago. You're a sad dude. Spartan is designed to do one thing. But we'll get you a chance to test it out. You've already called it up. So let me see. You may win the challenge, the product. We have no problem with that. Let me get to my advertising things we're talking about. We're talking about Jamie's challenge toward the Spartan now. Let me see. I'm going to keep this page here. I'm going to go back to this. All right. I want to look at taking all this out because we have some research we have to do. Definitely want to finish the rest of my Coliseum for my setup here. That's how I told you, terrified, so terrified of our products that he's just saying, oh, stay away from that, stay away from that. Stay away from this, stay away from that. That's bad. That's just that and the other. It's a scam. It'll rip you off. And you ripped off all those people on a house paint. Interesting. But anyway, we got to move on. We got things we got to do. But I'm definitely going to talk about how he thinks this Spartan is an actual screen paint. And this is time to laugh in your face because, again, you don't know anything. Let me see. We need where is this? This is from the website showing the copyrights right there. Okay, let's think here. What's this right here from adding pages? So, all right, that's for soundtracks. Listen to that. I need that there. I can let that go. That can also go right there. Also go right there. Oh, I gotta build a promo page. That's what I do today. I'm building the promo page. All right. Yeah, super terrified and scared because this product's don't work and no one's buying it. I wouldn't touch yourself with a 10-foot pole. You have no test underneath of it. But you think Spartan is an actual screen paint mix? We make formulas. We don't do mixes. We did mixes when we made digital and crystal screen paint. That was a mix. We have formulas. Yeah, we'll be there to basically put our product there. No problem. We'll come. You challenge the product, no problem. We'll have you watch you back down. Let me see. Amazon was here. Oh, we got to go to Amazon and start ordering through there. Where the frick is my whatchamacallit? I'm still waiting for that. Let me see. The 100 Lumen Challenge. That's him right here. I'm talking trash about the Spartan. Good. Then that means you accept the challenge. Okay. Let me see. This is for something else. That's for work. That's definitely for work. That's the page right there. Let me see right here. Over here. Right let's see. Were we using it for music? Do we have another music player there? We got one there and we got one there. We need that one there and that one there and that one there. Yeah, if our technology didn't work, guess what? It'd be virtually impossible for us to do demonstrations in live and on open and in environments. It'd be virtually impossible if my technology came with that dark. For any of the on-site demonstrations or customers, which we have more customers than you guys at the end of the day, and recent customers, none of that stuff would have worked. But your product doesn't work. Oh, Jamie, it does not work. And I don't know why you're so mad at. Well, we know why your product doesn't sell. It doesn't sell. And even if it did sell, you don't make any money. Your product sells for $50, and it shouldn't even sell for $50 at all, period. Let me see. Let's go over to where I want to go to real quick. Let me see. Let me look at Art Studio Rentals. Art Studio Rentals for a month. Yeah, this is what I need. This is perfect. But I need something with a lot more freaking light. It has to have a ton of light in it. Something with a ton of light like this. That would be perfect. That has a ton of light our technology can pull up in. Should have done this a long time ago. Long time ago, I should have done this. Also, too, gives me some really interesting ideas that later on in time, I'm going to pick up and buy me a building and basically convert that into an art studio for people to go and display their products, because we don't have enough of them down here. We really just don't. We have some down here, but we need to have a lot more. See all that lighting in there? This would be perfect, but I would love to have some windows in there too also. But yeah, as I was sitting there thinking about that, instead of me going in, instead of me going in and basically just renting out and leasing one property to show the same demonstration, trying to figure out ways to make everything look different and the same lit, even though the property's gonna be well lit, but to just do the same demonstrations in there over and over and over again. Different, well, not the same demonstrations, different demonstrations, just same environment. This is what I liked about the house, because the house I can change up anywhere in any environment at will. I have to be stuck in the same environment over and over again, which I noticed with Jamie's paint. You are stuck in the same exact environment every freaking day. When I was in the house, I was swapping out. And this is fantastic, because I can't stand being in the same environment. It drives me crazy. So with this, I can go anywhere I want. And I counted 62. Not a lot of art studios, because downtown they have thousands of them where I was at. But still fantastic. 62 studios, town halls, outside, backyard event, anything I want, I can load up there. And I'm licensed, so I'm good. I'm licensed. I have a license for my company, and I have basically I'm getting my permits, so I can basically go anywhere I want to set up. On top of that, my LLC is legit. You know, to get that license, you have to have a legit LLC. Is required for your license. And you don't have a legit LLC, so there's no way in the world you got a license. Well, you don't have a license, you couldn't get one. This right here, this is not for me. This is too dark. I understand for some people this is great for painting, because this is what he's doing, but for what we're doing, this won't work. This would be way too dark. An environment like this, I do not want to be in, because it's not enough light in there. Even this right here for FLE technology is too dark. There's not enough light in here. Now, something like this, where's the one on the ladder? That much lighting, this would be perfect. That definitely would be perfect. So I'm going to go out and get a little field trip going on. I'm going to check out this other place, which I should have did that a long time. I didn't think about it. It never dawned on me to just go in and just rent out these different spots that we can go to. Now, my setup is going to have to be completely portable. That's something I'm going to need. It's going to have to be portable. And the beautiful thing about this is I don't have to pay a monthly cost for electricity. I don't have to pay a monthly cost for water or anything at the end of the day, because I'm just going there, doing the demonstrations, and then coming back to my other place, and I'm done. Oh yeah, I did get me another place. I'm not going to tell you where it's at. You don't need to know because, again, we have stalkers at the end of the day. As you can see, they've been stalking our activity. When they put down a little blue house, the blue house I was living in, they were tracking our activity and basically trying to make trouble for us. The fact that you're that clingy is scary. The only time I look up someone's address, or I'm going to look for your address that you committed a crime against me and I have to file a police charge against you, this is when we start digging into your address. Other than that, I don't care where you live at. But if you're going to go in and you're going to do dumb stuff at the end of the day, I'm going to go by the proper authorities, file charges against you, bring you to court, and that's what I'm going to do. That's exactly what I'm going to do, and that's what I'm going to do. But I don't go look up someone's property, spread false rumors about them. No. If I'm contacting your landlord, they will know exactly who I am and why I'm there. And we will have documents to back up exactly on why you need to be removed from the establishment. But the stuff you guys were doing, you were contacting people that were running from and making up false accusations. And you were stalking us, looking through our addresses. Again, if I'm looking for your address, there's only one reason why I'm looking for your address, and that is basically to file criminal charges and lawsuits. That's it. So, yeah, I'll be contacting, we'll be in touch with two landlords, which will be the one with Mr. Williams and the one over at Jamie's apartment complex, which they're going to be there anyway. They got to serve him for court for the lawsuit. So, yeah, he's going to find out about it, and he can reach out to us anytime he wants and have a conversation with me, and I'll explain to him what's going on and why later on we will be filing a lawsuit against him also. So, yeah, he'll be in touch with us, or we'll be in touch with him. But anyway, getting back to this, these are freaking huge. What can we get? I want to do a, let's see, renting for an outside event. Oh, man, you got to be freaking kidding me. And see, we don't have to spend a lot of money. We don't have to spend a lot of money. We're not doing like a giant, like we don't need a whole giant space and all that. We don't need any of that at all, period. We just need area for just a couple of an hour or so. That's it, just an hour. So what I got to do is I have to build me a screen that's going to be completely portable. It has to be completely portable and something that I can fit inside of a car. And the only screen I know that has that capability is the acoustics can do that. The acoustics can be folded up, rolled up. We can stick those things anywhere we want. And then with the photo backdrop, which we connect them onto, I can fit that entire thing into a bag. That's all portable. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do that. That is going to be. I think I'm going to take three. We need three projectors for this work. We need ultra short throw projector, which I'm definitely taking the NEC. I think it's the ones we use for the floor displays. I'm taking that one. The Chrissy 505 LWU, definitely taking that one. And Old Faithful. I'm going to buy another one of the Old Faithful projectors. The one I have is over in storage. I can't find her, but I'm going to definitely pick one up. That's all we need. 1,000 lumens, 5,000 lumens, or it's 5,000 lumens and ultra short throw. That's it. Do our demonstrations on. But this would be fantastic. This would be fantastic for that FLE technology, that sun killer technology. This would be a beautiful setup and surrounding area. That would be great. Man, I want to do, we can rent a place out. Oh, we can't do that. Forgot. Get that permit. We can go out in the park and do it. So we would need, let me see. I need an EcoFlow system too. So the EcoFlow system I bought, I can easily power my projector with that because I bought one. I bought one from the Kickstarter program. So that one right there, we could do demonstrations out in the park easily. So yeah, I'm going to do a FLE version of the portable so we can take it anywhere we want. So I got to remember, I got to move these screens about. So the wallpaper is a fantastic screen. It's completely portable. We can roll that up. It has a stand that we have in the back that we can carry that in the bag. And the acoustic screens are completely portable. And for what day or what projector I'm using. Now the art studio I'm going to be renting out for a month. We'll be over there for a while, so I can probably set some stuff up over there for a little bit because again we don't need much stuff. 3 projectors, 2 screens, the wallpaper screen, the acoustic screen is all we really need, and our stand. 2 power surgers and 2 heavy cords. That's pretty much it. All that stuff I can just throw into a bag. And of course Taco comes with me because Taco is my motionary support cat. Ain't you, Taco? Ain't you my motionary support cat? You'll be coming with me in the bag. In the portable bag. You'll be with me all over the place. Yeah. And we're going to start working on our portable projection setup. That's going to be next. You smell like biscuits. Why do you smell like biscuits in the morning? Yeah, this is going to be great. Absolutely great. So I'm going to use this area here for storage. This is going to be used to have our equipment, stuff we need. And it's fantastic because, like I said, the way it connects easy to where I need to get back and forth to all these different areas, because thank God Allentown it's a small town, but it's big in a way. It's small and big in a way. It makes it easy to jump anywhere we want with no problem whatsoever. So this place is going to be used for storage to set up all my equipment, all my toys in need. I can come here, reload whatever I need, jump right back, take the lift anywhere I need to go in Allentown. And I told you, I'm about in the process of picking up one of these nice little cuddle homes pretty soon. Oh no, you won't know where it's at, stalkers. It's not for you. No, you won't know. We won't tell you all that information. I'll just see you in court. I can't wait for that day to come up. I'll show you where the courthouse is at. As a matter of fact, I'll do a walkthrough. I'll just do a walkthrough today. We'll show you exactly where you're going to go at. Courthouse. First, you'll be going down this section, courthouse, and I'll show you more of the prison where you're going to be sitting at, because this is where you have to take you at for basically for your processing on our end. I'm going to take you over there and let you see that. I'm going to let you listen to the sounds from it, too. You can actually hear the inmates yelling from the windows. They don't yell a lot because they get in trouble for it, but you do hear. You hear activity. I'm going to let you listen to what you're going to experience for the next couple of years. Well, actually, I don't know how long you're going to be there, because some of those crimes are federal, so you're going to be in a federal prison. Depends on where they transfer you to. So everything is done. We have enough information. We don't have to put in anything else. We have more than enough. Like I said, everything was sent over. That site, they're tracing it to figure out exactly where it came from, who had it. They're pinging it right now. So it's only a matter of time before they figure out who actually owns the site. All of you are on this site. Not good at all. Right now, I'm going through my PayPal account to track down Mr. Matthews. Your information is being submitted today. You're under statute of limitations. We can get you. I just found that out. I didn't think we had it. I looked at it at first like, oh, this guy's going to get away with it because we're basically past. No, you're actually still under statute of limitations. We can come get you. So I'm following yours today. It has to be done today. So we can get you in there and with the group. Madness is going to be interesting. It'll be the first time that I get the chance to go to a courtroom and see all of you in the same spot. Like look at you and see you all there at the same spot, eye to eye to eye. The only difference is I'm going home. I'm going home and sit down in my living room and relax, and you are going to be transported to a holding facility. That's where you're going. Big life changer right there. Big life changer right there. Woo! Thank God I ain't got to go through that crap again. Man, you pay me enough money to be on that side of the fence. But anyway, what I was saying right here. Oh yeah. Oh, we're gonna definitely. I get one. You have to get a tent. I don't want a tent. What the freak I want a tent for? We got FLE technology. We don't need tents. We're good. We'll be right out in the open with that technology. Oh, I never really got a chance to display that. I wonder if we can get an office hallway, like the hallway when you first walk in, because I got this image that I've actually want to get molded out of plastic, like that wavy fish screen, and I want to put a display there. But the art studio is what I'm getting first. Art studio let me rent for like 1 month. So 1 month, big space, plenty of windows, tons of freaking light in there. That's what we need for that technology. And we can set up our portable units in there. And I had to figure out what projectors, again, I'm taking Old Faithful. I'm getting another one of those at 1,000 lumens. Chrissy 50U, didn't pick that up. And an ultra short, those $60 NEC. We want the projectors to be cheap because the first thing that happens when people pop in, and we're going to have people walking all through our studio so they can see the technology on display. And the beautiful thing about it, the scenery changes. I don't know why I didn't think about it. Why didn't I do this last year? This would have been fantastic. You just walk in there, rent a spot out for like an hour or two, rent it out, or you can be all over town in no time at all. I'm gonna have a matter of fact, I'm building me a page. Building me a page for all the places that we visit with our technology and displaying it. And we're gonna get consent forms. So that way people who want to be on camera, they can sign consent forms, and that way we would have their permission. See? I have to have them sign a consent form. That's why if you saw me on site, I constantly push the camera down because I can't record someone without permission. I can't post their face. I can't do anything of that without permission because again, this is a video that I'm shooting out live. This is what I'm explaining to these guys in the day because they don't know law too well. If you're doing a YouTube video and you're in this YouTube video, you can actually repost a YouTube video or record the version that's in the YouTube video as long as you don't alter and change the video. So if you go on and you take a person's head and you take that off their body and you put weird poses around it, that's a lawsuit. If you take someone's picture off a video or anywhere else and you use it without their permission, that's a lawsuit. If you're recording out in the open and you record someone without their consent, that's a lawsuit. See, you have to have permission. So if you don't have permission, any kind of slip, form, document, whatever, when a person gave you authorization to do so, you can be sued. This is the reason why, if you saw me on site, I constantly kept the camera down. You never saw any workers or anything in there unless I had their full consent. It was okay that I can record you. This is what I asked. Anytime somebody would walk by, even when it was just recording with no camera and just basically the audio. I'm recording. I don't want your voice to come up on audio. Do I get your consent? If they say yes, that right there will help me in court if they decide later on they want to file a lawsuit against me. You guys, on the other hand, never gave you any consent to use my pictures. Even if it's nothing but a cartoon character or something weird and it's just my face, you still need my consent. If not, you can be sued. Talk to your lawyer about it. I know more about the law than you do because you know why, gentlemen? I've taken quite a few people to court for doing dumb stuff. I've sued them and won. So you're going to court with somebody who has experience in the field. This is why I explain things to you. And then later on, you go back and you talk to an attorney and you start removing stuff off your case, your files and stuff like that, because again, you know I'm right. Yeah, can't do that. Got to get that consent. Can't do that. That's why when people are recording, if they're recording and they get a few people in there by accident, they go back and they edit stuff. You see people with their faces blurred, license plates, all that stuff. You have to have consent on all of that or you can be sued. That's how it works. If you don't believe me, talk to a lawyer and a lawyer will explain the same thing I just told you, same thing back. So, Mr. Williams, when you put my face up there, that's an automatic lawsuit. Wake, when you took my face down because you knew I told you, you can get sued for that, and you put my other face up there and you thought because there was no cartoons or anything around it, no, you can't do that. You can get sued for that. Can't do it at all, period. So this is the reason why you don't see me going around taking your heads off your bodies and making these weird puppet. No, we don't do that. When we shoot a video about you, it's you and your own video. That's it. You can't sue me for that. You made the video. You made the demonstration. If I want to make a copy of you doing something stupid, and as long as I keep it that way, then that's it. That's what we did. There you go. Knock yourself out. That's why I haven't heard from a lawyer yet. I'm going to give you another day to get a lawyer to contact me. Another day. Gee whiz, how long am I going to be going through this? Where's these lawyers at? These so-called lawyers. I'm going to be in here working on, oh, I like this. This is really nice, but we don't need the hut right here. We don't need this, but that's pretty cool though. We don't need any coverage. I'm going to do nighttime demonstrations because we don't require them because of our ambient rejection technology. It's not necessary. And this is also good too on top of that because people we deal with that's going to be doing all different kinds of events with our technology. It's good that we have experience in this field by showing this off. And this is something more that, oh, wow, I'm still baffled why I didn't do this a long time ago. I mean, I literally could have went anywhere I want and rent it out. Easy. And the rentals are cheap. Only like for one day. It ain't like I'm bringing something where I have a massive concert hall or I'm having a wedding event or anything like that. It's just me. That's it. And the guy was like, it's just you. I was like, it's just me. And he was like, well, that's pretty cheap. You know, really, to tell you the truth. I mean, roughly going to charge is probably 30 to 100 bucks. That's it. That's nothing. 100 bucks for me just to walk into a building, set up our equipment, do a couple of videos and stuff like that, pictures and stuff, and then be done with that section. And then we can go someplace else and do another demonstration over there and go over here and do another demonstration there. And all the equipment that I'm carrying is portable. Man, that's going to be a ball. I'm going to have hundreds and hundreds of videos of just about everywhere you could possibly think of. Oh, I saw some really cool places, some pocket areas. Keep in mind, in order to record in those areas, you have to have a license. Some of you are not running around without a license to get those permits because I have to show a permit. If I'm recording in a section, an officer walks up on me and he says, hey, you got a permit to be here. Do you have a license? I go, here you go, here, knock yourself out, blah, blah, blah. Can't get a license unless you got an LLC or you have a legit LLC. It's intact. They won't let you get it. Because when I applied for my LLC, that's how I was able to get my license. I paid for it all in once. So when Mr. Burr was sitting in the laundry room doing tons of paperwork for his company, this is how I got my copyrights. This is how I got my LLC. And I can go back and show you in the Crystal Edge Technology screens. We have patent provisions on those. Yep. Just because you don't see the paperwork, gentlemen, doesn't mean it doesn't exist. But if you're willing to challenge me on my copyrights, hey, just let me know. Get a lawyer and say, we want to go to court. We want to challenge you on your copyrights, whether they're real or not. And we can go to court. I'm going to court anyway, but we can go a little faster. So how about that? How about I put out there that you challenge me on my copyrights? So my copyrights are fake, then let's just challenge that. We'll take it to court for about $5 million. How much faith do you have that my copyrights are fake? You think they're fake, right? Then it's $5 million lawsuit. We'll agree to it. We'll agree to it. We'll sign it all down. So that way it's 100% set in stone with the judge that he can look through my documents and see if my copyrights are legit. $5 million. Who's willing to take that? Anybody. I'll take that for anybody willing to take that. $5 million if my copyrights aren't real. No, you're not going to take that because you know they are real. Matter of fact, I'll put that challenge out. I'll put a YouTube video and take a challenge on my copyrights, whether they're real or not. $5 million. Any takers? Any takers? No, because you know they're real. That's why I can go into the copyright records office. I can punch them up and they pop up. That's why. Y'all copyrights, y'all don't have any copyrights at all. And well, he doesn't have an LLC. We searched. He doesn't even have an LLC for his company, which is going to be pretty bad when his company's being challenged. And you're going to need that, basically, when your company gets hit. That limited liability, you're going to need it. And he doesn't have it. Because if he did, we searched for it, it would have popped up. Couldn't find it in the search for North Carolina. I think it is North Carolina. He's in North Carolina. Yeah. Couldn't find it. Didn't pop up. Nothing at all. Matter of fact, there are other people that did pop up to have LLCs under that name, and he didn't pop up at all. So he doesn't have an LLC. So you don't have that, and I'm pretty sure you don't have a license. And I'm pretty sure if you have your wife working with you, you know you have to report her, right? Because she becomes a part of a person who works on your job. You need an EIN number for that. So when I bring my workers in that are going to be spraying down my screens for me, I have to basically register every single one of them, have their social security numbers, all that other good stuff, have some kind of healthcare package for them, a whole work package. I can do all that, everything from the door. You know, my sister, the one you mock, when you carry on, she works for the IRS. You know that, did you? Oh, yeah, she does. Yeah. Gotta be careful with the dumb stuff you do at the end of the day. Yeah, and you know, IRS is connected to IRS. They're connected to different branches. Yeah, you didn't know that, did you? Your family's got a lot of connections you don't know about. Yep. You're going to find out a lot of things when you get to court. You're going to find out a lot of things about you when we get to court. But anyway, yeah, you should have been doing your paperwork. Instead of doing this nonsense right here, I don't know where you guys get time at. They're doing this nonsense. You should be doing your paperwork. We should be doing your paperwork. It shows, gentlemen, it shows in your work. Your performance of your products is poor because, again, you're matching house paint. Screens are not coming up correctly, which shows there's no proper testing. That shows your websites are poor. There is no real information on your products whatsoever. Whatever information you do have is fake and false. That's why we're challenging you in court. Oh, by the way, the documents that I showed you the area, you've been already, that's been set up already. I officially signed off. We have everything we need. So you'll be challenged in court on that. That's a complete sham. And then some of y'all websites look absolutely freaking horrifying. Like you really didn't put any work, any time, nothing into it. You spent too much time trolling. That's what you did. Meanwhile, you guys were sitting up there doing all that trolling. I was in there building and working on my site, designing new technology, all the stuff we got coming out, and we jumped into all these different town halls and showing our technology because I did a buttload of tests on my work, so I know exactly that when I walk into an establishment, it's going to work 100%, where you guys don't even know that. You can't even challenge house paint. If you can't challenge house paint, that's a gray versus gray demonstration. You know that, right? If you can't challenge house paint, at the end of the day, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. Because if you're setting up, anybody can walk in there and say, shouldn't gray paint? I can do the same thing with gray paint. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Can't get around that. Can't edit all that. You're out in the open with other people around you. What are you going to do? Or if somebody comes up to your screen and they set a gray piece of paper against your screen, what are you going to do? You're going to, oh, don't do that. Don't touch the screen. Don't, please. I advise people not to touch it. No, don't do it. We went through that the whole entire time when I was on site. We had people taking black objects and sticking it against the screen to see if they could do the same thing. And see what was so special about our product that was a paint. They'll do that. And guess what? Everything they put up there didn't match. Because we did the test. That's why. You didn't do anything. That's why your websites look the way they do. Boring, outdated websites, because you don't put the time in or anything. You're too busy cutting these corners. So we're going to show you, this is how we're going to do it. I'm going to be popping up in all these different locations, showing our technology up in so many different levels. I'm going to be passing out our business cards. We got brochures we're getting designed for us that we can basically pass out to companies when they come in. We want the owners to come in and see our setups, what we're doing, what we're working on. The minute we talk about the stuff that we do, the first thing the owners say is, I got to come in and take a look at this. I got to see this. Oh, we're projecting off the floor. I even have a setup that I'm designing that I don't even have to touch the ceiling, that I can project right off the screen with lights over top of it. These are all portable setups I'm designing for myself. I got Pico projectors coming in for these setups. This is going to be absolutely amazing. And in FLE technology, that stuff is designed to need sunlight. Do you have any idea what that screen looks like in an environment where we don't have to have it in your window? No, they're beast. And then we have the Spartan. Yeah, this is our Hitman of projection screens. This thing is designed to keep everything locked down online. So if you even make a statement about this screen, guess what's coming to your front door? Jamie's already made an invite for the Spartan to come visit him. Already, he made a comment right here. He thinks that the Spartan, I tell you, this is why I told you, people who are filled with hatred at the end of the day, make them, they come off as idiots. And I'm going to show you why. He literally thinks that the Spartan is a screen paint mix. He thinks it's going to be sold. Look, right here. Scared already. You mentioned the name. You mentioned it, right? You called it up. Coming to you. Spartan mix. Don't get scammed by Lost Sand God. Blah, blah, blah. That's my handle. It still comes up. The best of the best Crow's projection screen paint mixes. Really? You match house paint and you're still advertising this mess? So you think that the Spartan is a screen paint. Spartan's a physical screen. It says it right there in the specifications. We're not making that a screen paint. It's physical. The only screens that have the ability to be able to draw sunlight back and forth are screens that have to be physical. We literally explained that. This is what I mean by this is why this guy gets himself in trouble, because he's not very smart. So he literally thinks that the Spartan is going to be a screen for sale. No, it's not actually. Spartan is designed, it has one purpose and one purpose only. It's to challenge other screens to conquer and destroy. That's its only purpose. That's just what it's designed to do. So, Jamie, you just asked for an invitation for the Spartan. We'll be seeing you on the 4th to come make our purchase. You better not cancel at all, period. And if you use the excuse about how we're scammers, I'm looking for my black paint. Also, I'll be sending you another certified letter requesting our black paint. Again. So, I'm going to, where did I put that letter at anyway? I think I have it on my file. I do have it on my file. Let me see for a minute. Where is this letter? I think it's in my documents. Oh, let me see. Documents. Bum, 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 bum. All right, let me see. Oh, black paint right here. There it is right there. There it is. That's a letter right there. I'm sending you another one. This is a certified letter I sent to your front door, right? I'm going to send you another one. Okay? Since you run your mouth so much. Send you out another letter. All right. There's your address, all your information right there. Good. These are documents on you, Jamie. Documents we've been collecting on you for years. all kinds of stuff that you have in your company, documents you have. There's more stuff besides the LLC and documents that he committed perjury on. We have a bunch of documents on Jamie. There's more than one perjury charge coming up. There's a lot of them. These are documents on him. Let's see. Documents on Crow. Documents on Crow. Documents on Crow. Yeah, I had an investigator go through your stuff. So we found out quite a lot of stuff that you lied on a lot of documents. Yeah. All right. Let me see. I'm gonna pull up over here on my other account here. So we know this is going to burn them up. Watching me go on all these different locations and display our screens. I told you, he's a very jealous guy. Anything that we talk about, he just can't get it out of his mouth. Name something new that you have made. Nothing at all. The same stuff. You're angry. Only thing you're going to do, Jamie, in the next couple of weeks or months or whatever time it takes you before we get you to court, is you're going to become a very, very bitter person. You are. You're going to watch my technology blow up all over the place, all over Allentown. And you're just going to become extremely bitter. And you're just going to come in and try to campaign more and more against my product about it being this, that, and the other. And this is just going to dig a much deeper hole for you when we go to court. Because to remind you, we got your address. We know where you live at. You have criminal charges on you. We'll see you in court. That's all to it. And you can explain to them all the little things you've been doing. It's all going to come before you in court. That's all. But you're bitter. You're bitter because your product is not selling. No one's buying it. Why would anyone buy it? You have house paint. That's why I said that you're in this, you're in a denial state. I don't know what's going on in your head, but you have this kind of denial state that you're still advertising your product as being the best of the best, and you ripped off customers. You robbed them. My customer, Hector, has a demonstration outside that pretty much wipes all your customers' demonstrations clean. Can't find any of your customers outside. Not one of them. They're in the dark. And we're outside in the daytime hours. He's watching a movie outside. Your product doesn't work at all, period. You're bitter. You're upset and you're angry and you're mad because you feel that you should be where I'm at. You can't get where I'm at because you didn't do the work. You got to do the work to be here. And that's why you're upset and angry. And that's why you're bitter. Well, don't worry. You can be bitter behind bars for 80 years because that's pretty much where you're going. And that's how much, I'm not saying how much time, he's going to be in that mark of 80 years. He has a lot of problems. But just watching you right there already cry about the Spartan and sit there and say, oh, it's a new mix. No, it's not a screen paint, Jamie. The Spartan's not designed to be a screen paint. It's a physical screen, number one. And number two, it's designed for one purpose, and that's to conquer screens. That's it. So you made your invitation, you called it up, and now on the 4th, we will come in to buy your products and watch you cancel out. Okay, you asked for it. There you go. Knock yourself out. Hope you enjoy the cancellations. We will. All right, I got to get me an area to put my cancellations at. That's what I need to do. I need to get me a board. That's what I need. I need me a board. Some huge board I can design like I did the last time, but I want it like a I want it here for display, and I also want it for on display for on my website. We'll be displaying your canceled orders on the website. Yep. Anyone who cancels, that's where you're going to go on the website. We're going to call it submit and surrender. That's where you're going on for the Spartan. I'm going to get 2 sets of those. Well, I don't think we're going to be getting his site. We've been through this before with him. Once we see those shopping carts locked like that right away, because mind you, it's a website. You don't have to lock shopping carts on a website when you're on vacation. You just put a note up there that says, hey, look, I'm on vacation. I won't be taking any orders until such and such and so. And whatever orders pop in there, you just deal with them when you get home. That's it. It's not a brick and mortar store. It's a website. So the fact that the website's already closed like that, that's a bad sign for us to show us that he's not going to open up the carts because, again, he's afraid. You don't need to lock a website. Whenever you've been to a website and the website says, hey, so-and-so, so the owner's going to sit there and say, even when you go on eBay, I've seen him before when I bought projectors. Guy's not there. He went on vacation. I can still buy it. It's still going to be in there. I'm just going to wait till he gets off on vacation. That's it. You don't have to shut a website because you're on vacation. I didn't. When I went to Disney World, I never shut my website. I was taking orders while I was actually in Disney World. You don't have to shut them down. You tell them, look, I'm on vacation. I'll come back and process the orders. I say, what time? Well, I'll be around this time right here. So the minute I come in, and that's what I did when I got back in Philadelphia and got home, got about a day into rest. I went in and processed my orders. That's it. I don't know why you shut a site down because basically you're on vacation. That's the dumbest thing I ever heard in my entire life. No, you shut that website down because you're afraid of that Spartan technology. That's what you did. So I already know from the door. So I know from the door that your site's going to be locked on the 4th when we come to pick it up. Because we're not going to get it. And you can't open the site because I got millions waiting to get their hands on it. There are people waiting to get your product. That site's not opening back up. And then it'll probably pop up. Well, the timeline you're in right now, you could be in court by then. So who knows? But if he does try to pop it up, I guarantee it's going to be a whole new different product. And it doesn't make a difference because guess what? Spartan's coming back. Anything you open up, anything you advertise, a Spartan will be waiting there to get it. And so will my crew to buy your products. You can never open your site. It's shut for good. That's the end of it. As for the other fellow who can't keep his name out of our mouths, yeah, we'll be there to get more cancellations from you. So if you said it's a fake product and it doesn't work, then we'll come and buy your products and watch you cancel out again. And then he'll scream and carry on the receipts. It'll be the same thing, the same Karen cries with him. Yeah, it'll be the same thing. We go through that all the time. That's why we have cancellations now. We just get more cancellations. Ugh, I think we're just going to get a cancellation on every shopping cart. Well, we did every shopping cart. We haven't get a cancellation on every shopping cart. And we'll get your stuff down here. I got friends that are going to buy your stuff anyway. Same stuff that's buying his stuff that's buying yours too. So we'll get your stuff down here for testing. The only difference is we just have to worry about him locking an entire website and just shutting down. Because we know he's going to be open. Oh, man. What happened to the good old days of just being able to just go in and buy something? You know what I mean? They can go to my site and buy something. You think I'm going to shut my shop? No, I'm not shutting my shopping carts down. Go ahead, buy. I don't care. The stuff is good. It's tested. Okay, I want to do, let me see. That whatchamacallit, I was looking at, then our studios are huge, man. That would be nice. But I thought about that. I was sitting there like, why in the world am I renting for 1 year or leasing a studio or a showroom when I can move about and show the technology in different environments? So now with that being said, I got to build me a page. I got to build me a page to advertise. Oh, wait, I got that. I got the customer, whatchamacallit, but I can also put, but we got a testimony page. We do got a testimony page for demos. We got a demo page. I'd extend my demo page. Oh, my demo page is freaking huge. Huh, man. And I got to put more customer demonstrations in for our customer page too, also too. What do we have here? Let me see. New tab. Right there. See, this is the spot. So I'm looking at FLE Technology, and this stuff is going to be a bomb. I can't wait to shut it off. But no, Spartans are not going for sale. We're not selling them. It has only one purpose. That's it. It paves the way for our new technology by taking everything out. So when we launch the new FLE Technology, if we ever have a problem, we just send after Spartan after you. That's it. Take your screen out. Same thing embedded in the technology we have here. Spartan's just designed to be a little bit more of a monster. That's what we designed it to be. So it's kind of like the big dog on the block. So if we have a problem with you, we'll send a Spartan after your technology and see how long you last. Isn't that amazing to have that kind of power? When you think about it, that's sick when you think about it. We literally have a screen designed to take out other screens. Anyone talking trash about a company. Now, like I said, it's not a bully screen. Because, oh, you're bullying people. No, it's not. If you're designing your own technology and you're doing your own thing, you're minding your own business, I support you 100%. I hope you do well. I wish you many blessings. But if you're talking trash about my company, guess what's coming for you? Oh, this is going to be fun. I have never had a Hitman screen before. Pretty much just what it is. Literally, it's a screen designed to take out idiots. But yeah, that's fantastic to have that kind of power at the end of the day. Literally have a screen to take out other screens that are talking trash. Here, take the Spartan on you. Unleash your Spartan. I'm going to design another one called a Kraken. So I can say, release the Kraken. Yeah, I'm going to design a screen called the Kraken and bring another one out. I think we may make a group of these monsters at the end of the day. They're just designed strictly just to rip stuff up. I think I'm going to design a group. Y'all have woken up a monster. Y'all should have just left stuff alone at the end of the day. Now I'm literally thinking about designing a product line Well, you can't buy it, but for these particular screens that are designed to challenge other screens, I'm gonna get one called the Kraken. I'm gonna design another one after Spartan called the Kraken. Oh man, this is gonna be awesome. Like, what, you talking trash? I got something for you. I'm gonna release that Spartan over there. Oh, we ain't got nothing else to say. Okay, just wondering. I'm gonna come get your stuff. Yeah, and then meanwhile, while we're taking care of business online, we'll be off here doing what we want to do, designing our screen, showing off our demonstrations. That's basically about it. It'll pop up. You guys got a screen called Spartan, don't you? Yes, we do. Yeah, I've seen that thing. That thing's a monster. Yeah, we can get that all the time. Watch. We sell it? No, we don't sell it. It's only designed for one purpose. That's it. It's designed to take out. But he thought it was a... No, Jamie explained some to you. We don't make mixes. Mixes is when you make a pancake, birthday cake, or cookies. We don't make mixes. We make formulas. Our stuff is tested, all right? Yours is not. And when the end of this, not the end of this year, is somewhere I'm getting myself certified. All my stuff I'm getting certified over here. And then before you go to certified, you have to make sure your stuff is tested. You can actually meet the criteria of everything you say on your specification sheet in order to achieve that level. Y'all can't do that. Y'all can't pass house paint. Got to be to get enough black on black demonstrations on gray on gray to do that. Oh, look at this right here. But this is easy. It's dark outside. I can hit that with 1,000 lumens and run that with no problem. That's easy. That's a cakewalk. That's nothing there. But that'd be nice. I'm still going to do it anyway. Because people want to see these in real environments. And I thought about that. To people who usually buy our stuff, even for home theater and all that. But we also have another hat that uses it for concert halls and stuff like that. And you need to know how this stuff is going to react. And what better way to just rent spots all over the city and just do these demonstrations. Yeah. Now, I do want to set up something for our portable projectors. Because I said I want to do a portable projection to set up with like tiny homes, which would be fantastic. I might rent a tiny home. That's what I'm going to do right there from the door. Do a tiny home setup, right? One of them. And we got tons of these small pockets all over freaking Allentown. So I need a 50-inch portable projector. 50-inch portable projection screen. Yeah, that's not a 50-inch portable projection screen. That screen's bigger than you. That is not 50 inches. 50 inches. Yeah, that's perfect right there. Stand, excuse me, comes with a stand. What do we just stand for? Oh, the stand is the whatchamacallit. That's the stand right there. I've had one of these. I painted one of these already. Portable projection screen. Oh, let me see it for a minute. Portable projection screen. We've done this one already. Let me see where I'm at. But yeah, we don't get, when we see Jamie doing stuff like that, we don't get mad or angry. It's just, this is how he's reacting. It's the only way he knows how to react. His product's doing poorly, company's doing poorly. He's under investigation. He's got massive criminal charges on it. He's being sued. This is his world now. And the future, he doesn't have one. It's gone. It's completely gone. He really can't. When you have that stuff, on that kind of stuff on top of your head, there is no future. There is no thinking about doing this and traveling and having. That's gone. You have to get over this hurdle first before you can actually think about that. So yeah, it's not there. So the only thing he can do right now is just hatred. That's all he can have. That's all you're going to see. You won't see any testing on products, which you've never seen anyway. You won't see any new products, which he can't do anyway. You got a Spartan to attack him, so he can't do anything at all, period. He's just in a world of bitter and hatred. So when we see him reacting that way, does it make me upset? No. It's when I see somebody who's giving off that kind of energy, we know you're afraid. You've already given us all the information that we need. I'm going against a big company at the end of the day, and they're doing the same thing you guys are doing. We know they have nothing to back up, and they're afraid. That's what they're doing. Now, if they come back in with the technology, they go, whoa, okay. These suckers mean business at the end of the day. We got to up our game. That's a company that's not afraid of us. That's a company that come in and battle us at the end of the day. They don't do that sneaky tactics and all that stuff. These jokers will disappear. We don't hear from a while. They'll pop with this monster at the end of the day, like, okay, these jokers are about that life. Let's go in and let's do this. That's the kind of companies I'm used to dealing with. But when you guys come out there and do these little fifth grade and sixth grade tactics. I don't know what they probably lower than that. You do tactics, and we haven't seen any product from you for a while. There's no testing demonstrations. Can't find any customers on your stuff. No reviews. Nothing. That shows at the end of the day your products have dried up. You're not doing anything. Your business is tanked. That's what we see. And a lot of angry hatred toward everything we design. That all that shows us from the door that you're jealous, you're upset, and you have nothing to show. You've hit your ceiling. You can only go so far with gray and black paint. That's it. Once you hit that plateau, there's nothing left. And that's what they hit. They hit the plateau. They can't design anything new. Nothing. All they're doing is coming in and rebranding stuff with colorful labels. That's it. Nothing at all. So you already given me all the information that I need, that you can't go any farther. You're stuck, and what you're stuck with doesn't work. Doesn't make any money at all whatsoever. That's why you drop your price. Your price is sitting at $50. You're not making anything at $50. After you make that product, you have only nickels and dimes left over. You get lucky if you got $5 to your name after you make that product. That's why I know you're sliding it off a shelf and sprinkling Christmas glitter into it, because when you add it up, between the black paint, even with the bear, if you say how much was the price for your product over there, if you got a quart of it, it's like $37.50. That's what you said. Actually, $29.99. Good with numbers. Anyway, that's what it would cost for a quart. So if your product is $50 and it costs $50 and it's $29.99 a quart, where are you making a profit at? You ain't think about that. Stuff you say out of your mouth, you never freaking think about. What we do. How are you making a profit? That's literally that's almost all your profit right there. You sell for $50, a quart, 1 quart. So if you're selling a quart of your paint for $50 and a quart of it just to make that product costs $29.99, what do you have left over? So let's say we drop in that sales tax, all that in there, right? Let's make it even $30, okay? You got $20 left. $20 left. You can't even buy it by the gallon, which would come out much cheaper if you bought it by the gallon, because if you bought it by the gallon, at least you can make that. Well, you really couldn't. You would have to take money out of your pocket. Say a gallon's like $40 where you're at. Say it's $30 where you're at. $30 for your gallon. But at least out of a gallon, if you get 1 quart of that for your sacrifice and spend a little money outside the boundaries of $50, you would still have 3 remaining quarts that if you got an order in, that means you would make $150 clean, because you wouldn't have to add anything to that, because it had been already made from the first product that you actually made from it. But if you're talking about by the quart at $29.99, that means bottom line, even at $50 for the quart that they just paid for, you walk away with only about $20. That's it. You're still going to have to add black to them. You can't just ship to them basically gray paint at the end of the day, unless you are shipping just gray paint to them. Even the glitter alone is like $8 for the glitter. So already at $28 right there. No, I'm sorry, $38. $38 for the glitter. Now you got to add black paint into that. Black paint is around like $17 almost. And you said by quart, then what? We're in the same range of not $29. There's no way in the world you're making that stuff. You're sliding it off a shelf. I think well, he doesn't know math. But I'm pretty sure everybody else knows math. There's no way in the world. How are you selling this product? Unless you're taking money out of your own pocket. Your product is too cheap. You sell it for too cheap. And the reason why you have to sell it for very cheap, because you can't sell a product for that much money, especially when there's videos of your products matching house paint. Matter of fact, you should be under $50. You should be the same price, under the price of the $29.99. Because if I could do the same thing with house paint, why the freak would I go buy your stuff for a couple of dollars more? Plus the shipping. Well, shipping's free in the United States, but it's not if you're overseas. But you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, just might as well buy the house paint. What's the difference between your product and house paint? There you go. You already showed this. So no, you're not making any money at all, period. Even if you got an order, you're not making any money. $50 and $29.99, yeah, you're not making anything. That's why you're upset. Then you look on my form where I pull my site up and I sure I'm making $200, $300, $370, $390, $475, all these orders pulling on my side. For one of my orders right there, I basically circle yours easily. Very easily. So yeah, I make more than enough than what I need to basically run my company. You, on the other hand, you couldn't even, with that right there, you couldn't even pay for the paperwork needed. And it's, yeah, he has to pay a fee for that paperwork. He can't pay for it. You can't pay for your licenses. You can't pay for anything. You can't pay for any new update technology because it takes money to invest to develop new technology. That costs money. You got to take that out of your own pocket. All my projectors and everything, they were bought through the company. That paid for all that technology back there. Everything I needed, projector mapping, all this equipment was all paid for through the company. You got to pay for that out of your pocket. When you got to pay for that out of your pocket and you had your business for over 2 or 3 years, it's time to give it up. You're not supporting you're at this time, the company's not supporting you. You're supporting the company. Yeah, I can tell that by your finances automatically and what your products sell for. There is no way in the world. The only way a person sells, they can sell a product at $2 and $3 and $4 because they sell by quantity. That's why. So if you're selling 1,000 or 500 or even a certain quote of how much quantity you're selling to meet how much money you need to keep your business afloat. So you basically have to sell this many a day in order to meet this particular amount of money needed to support your company. You don't know anything about business and how it works. This is why when I explain things to him, or when I talk to him, we get a bunch of emojis and happy faces because he doesn't know business at all, period. So if your product's at $50, you're going to have to be to sell so many of those in order to meet a certain I'm trying to think of a different way of saying it. You have to meet a certain limit on how much you're going to need to keep your business afloat. So say your business requires $4,000 or $5,000 a month in order to maintain. Then you're going to have to sell so many of those. And what's the minimum you can sell, and what's the maximum which is needed to sell in order to make hit that goal in order to keep your company afloat. That's what you're going to have to do. But your product is not worth what it's designed to do because, again, you have no testing. Testing basically, number one, proves your product works 100%. But when you can take out screens that are named to be much more superior screens, and your product goes up in value. Like if somebody figured out a way how to make a high-performance car, Bugatti, exactly like a Bugatti, but better than a Bugatti, and they charge less. Guess what? Their product just jumped in value. And the Bugatti just dropped at the same time. Because now people are looking at this like, okay, I'm going to buy this. It's better than a Bugatti and it costs less. Guess where they're going to go to? There you go. Best way to understand. I speak in these terms because his brain doesn't click well. So that's why I speak in these terms to give him an understanding. It's almost like I got to cut out cartoon versions to try to get him to understand how it works. So when you see people selling something like neckties or something, and the neckties can be like $3 or $4. If they sell so many of these neckties a day, even though it's a lot of work because it's more labor you have to do in order to produce the product, or if you have a product that costs like $7,000, $8,000, just produce 1 or 2 of those. It depends on how low your capital is. If your capital is at a certain point where basically you keep your capital extremely low, small workforce, nice little mom and pop setup, no massive huge companies and corporations and business and board of directors and all that stuff, then that means you're going to have to sell 10 times more product in order to be able to keep up with that capital and keep it flowing and keep your business running. But if your capital is smaller, and you can basically, and you have a technology that is designed to basically outperform more high-end screens that would cost the consumers $5,000 or $9,000, and you could do this at under $1,000. That means your product shoots through the roof, and that means you bring 90% back to yourself because your capital is lower. You don't know business. The first thing people do, and the mistake they make, is basically they blow their companies up, and then the capital becomes too much, and then they implode. Toys R Us, Circuit City, Silos. I study all that stuff. I study all these companies on it. Basically, what happened? They started off with these small little mom and pops, and they blew up into these monsters, these giants, and then all of a sudden they disappear. They're no more to be found. What happened to them? How did it happen? What started it? Sometimes they stretch themselves a little too thin. If you want to be a powerful company, you don't have to be a monster, a huge corporation at the end of the day to do it. You can be a small company. You keep your capital nice and low, keep it affordable, and basically you design your product, you do testing, research, you make sure you make a good product, and you put it against the best of the best. And if you show a technology that can knock out a $5,000 screen and prove itself, even to a point where this company can't even draw you and bring you into court because you can back this product 100%, you have now introduced a technology or whatever you design that costs far less and much better. They call it building a better mousetrap. That's what it's called. So now you're getting $7,000 for a unit, $7,000. And instead of your money being eaten up by your capital is small. It doesn't require much to run it. So guess where 90% of your money goes to? Back to you. That's how you run a company. If you notice, my capital isn't huge. Any place I lived at, you don't see massive warehouses and all that stuff. You don't see it at all, period. I keep it basic, simple. That's it. Look at the technology we developed. Right now, we're launching a screen that's strictly designed to level the playing field, beyond level the playing field, to just show at the end of the day we're number one. We have demonstrations, over 10,000 in. Demonstrations on anything you could possibly think. Go right to my site. You can type in, and even sunlight. Technology like that will go for millions and millions of dollars. But if we keep it at a point where everybody can afford it, number one, we do two things. We're able to flood the market with technology that's more advanced than anyone else and costs more money, which means the big companies couldn't keep up with us because if they tried to drop their capital down to ours, their companies would implode due to the fact that they have more to pay for. At the end of the day, they got tons of workers, they got machinery, equipment, commercial. Yeah, there you go. Strategy. It's all about strategy at the end of the day. And that's why they would rather buy us out and get rid of us so they can continue to keep their flow when we're not for sale, and this makes things extremely difficult for them. There you go. So you guys, it's more behind just making screen paint. That's the problem with you guys. You got so caught up in the whole thing about this, blah, 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 you forgot about the business part of it all. That's the part you missed. Your website is your advertisement. What you put on your labels and the time you put into labels talks about your company. I remember when my ex wanted to start her own business and she was selling things in plastic bags. Advertisement is everything. And instead of you having these bags, these plastic bags you're handing out for your business, go down to Vistaprint, make some very professional bags with your name, logo, and all that on there. And then as you're selling your products, you're advertising at the same time. Because any one time someone shows off your freaking products, they're showing off your advertisement. When you buy business cards, you get the good business cards. Don't go cheap on your business cards. Get them little plastic ones. I like them. Even though they cost a little bit more money, but people will pull these things. Hey, check out this card. It's freaking plastic. Really. And every time somebody grabs your card, they look at you and they know about your business. But you gentlemen don't know how to run a company. I can tell that by how you do things. You don't know how to run. You don't know how to advertise. You don't know how to run. Big corporations, big companies that want to sign you to contracts, they will dig through your company. They will look for all the information to see if your product is properly tested, and you're still going to have to come down there regardless and still show that your product works. They don't want to hear that dumb mumbo jumbo encounter. They ain't trying to hear that crap. Is it working? Does it not work? Can this thing pull up in a fully lit environment? In our environments, I don't want to be coming here changing out lights. I don't want to control the environment. This is where I need it to work at. Does it work? That's it. And you guys are sitting up in the dark doing these fake demonstrations, lights, blinds pointed up at the ceiling. Y'all don't know business at all, period. It's not about having massive amounts of capital. This is how big watch companies go under. Payless and Toys R Us, Circuit City, Silo. Silo used to be a company back in the day that used to sell all kinds of electronics. They were like the version of freaking what you would see Circuit City. Best Buy today with Silo. All these big companies that sit there and watch and do research on exactly how does a company start off at that point and then end up this way. Tandy Corporations. Tandy Corporations was Radio Shack. Before Radio Shack, it was called Tandy Corporations. And they started up a little tiny store in a corner of an area, of a little shopping area, and they ended up into a multi-billion-dollar corporation and then disappeared. You start getting a board of directors and all that stuff. Yeah. Well, object is basically to make sure your technology is worth its weight in gold, which means you have to test your product. Everything you design, you have to test and you have to prove it. If not, then at the end of the day, guess what? Somebody just like me could come in and rip your stuff up. So the reason why my technology is so good because of me knowing that there could be somebody like me that could rip my stuff up. Be interesting to bump into another one of me. That's why. Everything that I think that a customer is going to think of and what I want at the end of the day and how I want my screen, that's how I perform my technology. Any troll at the end of the day, you trolls have taught me well. From the tactics and things I've heard you say to me and all that, I've used that to my advantage point to basically engineer my technology to be troll proof. So that's why I said that we can go to court any day of the week and we can walk in there and I will walk out with your belongings, which I'm doing now. I'm challenging these guys in court against what they said against me. So, again, let's see who wins on this one. I'm walking out with your stuff. Yeah, come on now. I know business at the end of the day. You guys don't know business. Y'all get on camera, y'all talk a lot of fluff. Y'all sound like the oil salesman. That's what you sound like at the end of the day. So, that's what the Spartan's designed to do. It's designed to call your bluff on your technology. So, Jamie, you just got your invite to a Spartan. They'll be there. He'll be coming to see you on the 4th. Don't cancel out. This is a 120 inch. I don't want anything like that. I want the portable. Where's the portable 50 inch? I wanted to look up something on my account real quick. I wanted to look up, let me see these portables. I know I've done portables before. Let me see. Go on my account. Got more Christmas music back here playing. You sitting up there talking about, oh, you got to go on vacation. You lazy bum. Like vacation. You spend more time on vacation than doing your job at the end of the day. This is why you're at now. This is why your product is suffering. This is why you're at now. That's why you're not making any money. Because you spent more time on vacation trying to flaunt that you were making all this when you weren't making jack at the end of the day. I know numbers at the end of the day. I can look at your product and tell how much money you're making. I used to make great paint back in the day. I know how your product is made. I made it on camera multiple times. So again, and then again, we did give you the chance, but you failed. But anyway, so you're going to be doing all this, and you mean to tell me your website was in that kind of shambles to begin with? Improper spelling, things miscorrectly spelled. You got SKU numbers that were up there that were leading to other products that had nothing to do with your inventory to begin with. Products weren't even properly tested. You had no test products on your demonstrations. There were no gray on gray, no ultra short. We send the ultra short though demonstration, but ultra short though demonstrations in fully lit environment. So if I'm one of your customers and say, hey, look, I want to use this in a showroom. It's got plenty of lights in here, windows. Can I use this on an ultra short throw and with a screen washout? Can you show me a demonstration on that? I can't find anything on your product like that. Nothing. So instead of you going out and testing your products to make a better product and doing tons of testing to back yourself up against people like me that will challenge you, you went on vacation. You got lazy, did what you wanted to do, and now look at the situation you're in now. Your company's being challenged in court on several different levels. Your LLC's being challenged, your company itself, the foundation of it, your company's products are being challenged, that they're nothing but scams, you're ripping people off. You're going to have to back this up in court that your product doesn't match house paint. And we're going to have you paint this screen up in a courtroom. This is not going to go well because you can't back this. How much testing do you have on your products? There's so much stuff that's going to come up that's going to be required about your company's products and how well they've been tested, including the videos that we have already showing that you matched these house paints. Were these products pulled off the shelf the minute you found out they were matching house paint? Did you continue to sell this? Do you have any video demonstrations proving otherwise that your products are not matching house paint besides the ones we've already seen that are matching online right now? See? And that's the problem you got yourself into. And if not, you're looking at 20 to 30 years in fraud for jail and millions of dollars in fines. So, again, you didn't do much, did you? Paperwork, you have a license to sell in the state of California. You do not have one at all. It's going to be hard to get one of those. You know why? Because you got perjury charges coming up on your LLC. And keep in mind, they're hounding them already because it's a sensitive document they need. That's why that red writing's at the bottom, because they're contacting like, hey, buddy, you're missing some documents here. We need you to report and get these documents in. And they're going to keep sending you out notices on this. But you can't send them any notices because you committed perjury on your own LLC. And they're going to link all that together and you're screwed. There you go. See? But instead of you spending your time hating on people all day long, you should have been concentrating on your work, and maybe you would have had a good product that it probably would have worked at the end of the day, and you would have made good money off of it. But you didn't do anything like that. So you gentlemen you didn't do it, you cut corners. Cut corners will get you nowhere. And to show you how many corners you cut at the end of the day, to show you how fake you are at the end of the day, to show that your products don't work, that's why we're going to launch a Spartan on you. What are you going to do now? That technology it has one purpose only. It's not labeled as anything else. It's not labeled as a home theater projection screen. We didn't label it as a gaming screen. We didn't label it as anything. It's labeled as one purpose. Its purpose is designed to take out screens. That's it. That has nothing to do with home theater. Not a thing. Nothing at all. We never mentioned anything about home theater, outside use. Nothing's there. The only thing we have is a specification of what it has, what it's integrated to do, and it has one purpose only. I never said it to me, the next home theater setup and blah, 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 and we use it for ultimate gaming, blah, blah, blah. No, it's designed for one purpose, to take out screens, to represent our technology. So, all you people out there making all this bullcrap nonsense at the end of the day and products that don't work, we're going to test you now. Don't bother wasting my time on this back. And we're not going to the back and forth nonsense. Once we wipe your stuff, we're moving on. You can cry and whine all you want. We don't care. We're just going to ignore you. Move on to the next one. I don't have time to go back and explain to you why you got ripped a new one. You already you know what happened. And just move on with it and we go to the next one. That's it. I'll post your freaking receipts up on our freaking hall of shame or whatever you want to call it in the day, or submit and surrender. But that's it. And you get mad at me because I can knock out $5,000 projection screens. Companies contact me about our technology having potential. Everybody wants to do business with us at the end of the day. That's because our products are worth the weight in gold because we did the test. You don't get paid for untested products. You don't. Nobody wants that. I don't know what that stuff is going to turn into. I really don't know. We get that product down, and we're able to get his product down here. One of my friends are able to get it down here. We don't even know what that color is going to change into. You seen that guy's screen that had them black spots all over it? Yeah, that's that whatever pigment or whatever nonsense he's putting in there. It's not mixing well, and it's coming up with these little spots all over the screen. Nobody wants. That's why you can't do rear projection. You paint that stuff on rear projection, all those imperfections is going to push through the other side of the screen. That's why it won't work. So, Jamie made a date with a Spartan. Well, here it comes. So we never, like I said, you put words in my mouth. I didn't say anything about that being for home theater use. Didn't put down home theater, screen, cinema. There's nothing there next to it. It's designed, it's called a destroyer. That's the name of it. It's a destroyer. Now, I'm going to go find this portable screen because I know I did one of these before. It's not called Cinemax. Doesn't say Black Series Edition on it, does it? No. Doesn't say anything. You look at the name correctly, that's an FLE technology attached to it because it can eat sunlight. That's why. That's the threat to show you that that screen can eat sunlight. So if you ever want to talk trash in the day about your stuff being ambient light rejection technology, I'll stick you in the sun because that screen can survive it. Anything you talk about. You pull an infinity contrast level, you won't next to that thing, you won't. The contrast level in Biddington, that thing looks like a black hole when we get done with it. Heightener technology, oh, you've seen what that other stuff does with heightener? My God. Looks like a white sheet of paper. Anytime we throw anything black against it, it won't even touch the screen. Yeah, you're done. But thank you. I sat there and gave you the challenge of saying something about it. Now you did. Now you're on our radar. We're coming for you. So let's see if you can ship out your product and back it up, which you can. Sure, I can challenge you against a gray paint in the day and you want it. Well, we've done that. You can't beat gray screens. But you can't get mad and you can't get upset because your product doesn't sell and people's not buying it. You didn't take the time, you didn't do the work correctly. That's what you didn't do. And you're thinking at the end of the day that I have to be a person that has to have this mega company and all this stuff, blah, 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 to show that my company, you don't know business at all, period. Can't even do math correctly. You don't even know how many quarts it does to paint a 300-inch screen. 2 quarts is not the question. 2 quarts is not going to paint a 300 screen. What kind of freaking magic paint is that? You couldn't even spray that on. It wouldn't even work. Do you have any idea how much freaking paint a paint sprayer eats? A paint sprayer will eat more paint than you rolling the screen on. You got a better chance of rolling it on than painting the screen on, unless you know what you're doing. But even when you spray it on, not all that paint makes contact with the screen. That's why when you look around in your environment, you see this light coating dusting of whatever you paint. That's your paint right there. It's a smoother application and all. I do only time I do a spray on screens. The screens. I don't really tell you the truth, honestly. This is spray. This is front and rear applications. Yeah, you have to spray them on. But if I rather roll on the screen any day than spray, it's just easier. If we're doing a light application for something for acoustics, because the way the chemicals designed for that, they have to be sprayed on. You can't roll those in. That's virtually impossible. But if we're doing I'm doing a screen at 250 inches, I'm rolling it in. I'm faster just rolling the screen in. I'll do it that way instead of spraying it in. You lose more paint when you spray. Let me see. I need to figure out. I need to find my channel. So I'm just going to drop in a 180-inch outside black. This is how it brings me up. 180-inch outside black screen. Oh, I forgot we're the only ones with these screens. Oh, I forgot about this demonstration. See, when customers come in and when they're looking for screen paint products, this is what they're expecting to see. They're expecting to see your product in multiple environments, not the same environments, in the same dark room, same projector, same Christmas lights splashed behind the back of the screen. That's what we see every single day on all your video demonstrations. It's the same thing, same thing, same thing. No new products, nothing new, same stuff, same stuff. That's what we see. Right there, we show you how to make your own grommet frames. I had a friend of mine was spending like $300 and $400 for grommet frames. You can actually build that out of wood. And we can also make them where they snap in half and make them portable. Oh, that is a fantastic idea. I should do that. I should build one of them. All right, I'm going to think about that when we do the whole advertising. I'm going to do that, yeah. That'd be fan. I'm trying to figure out how to build my frames in. But yeah, I would definitely do that right there. Let me go click on here. Let's see, we did portables. I know we did portables. Yeah, told you. My library is so freaking advanced that I can go in here myself to look for stuff that I've already done. Vinyl screens, all of them. These are the portable screens we designed. All portable screens. So I can go in here and get research off stuff I've already done. Get an idea on what I might want to do next. Projection string custom stands, all that. Y'all guys can't, the naysayers, y'all can't do this. Y'all can't go into your channels and do this. I've been in your channels already. I've gone through your channels. I will not come on here and say something that's not true. I'm not going to say, hey, you haven't done such and so, unless I've gone and done the research. And I have. I've gone to your channels and I typed up things and I couldn't find jack in there. You can come in here and I can find anything I want. Portable screens, I can find them. Oh, this is the other one we built for outside. So if we did this one inside. I was at the room in several different houses that I rented. In every house, I can show my technology in every environment, pulling up with no problem. You were in the same apartment since day one. Showing the same demonstrations over and over and over again. I would love to have an inflatable screen in the front or back of my Now, you notice something here? You see that frame? Everything that's black. See how it's all matching the screen? Nothing's coming up gray. Oh, this is going to be the new thing now. That I got to literally go into people's channels and go, oh, God, that's gray. That's gray. As a matter of fact, I'm making that mix that whatchamacallit made. It was mica, water, put the water in the mica, shook that up, and then he had that black fox paint. Yeah, and you had some poly in there, little poly in there. So yeah, I'm gonna make your stuff. Sure, it's gonna come up gray. It's not gonna come up black and put it right against my screen. Yeah. I don't know what y'all doing at the end of the day. Y'all got gray screens. I don't know you don't have black screens. This is the fabric. This is the fabric surface, and then after a while, when I painted this surface, it's the fabric at, I think, 50 inches they had, and they don't make them anymore 50s. And this is the same surface we used to do the 180s, 150s, and 250s. They were made out of the same surface. Now they'll be using my demonstrations on site, all my test demonstrations, all that'll come up in court, of course, to show that our products work. And like I said, I'm willing to paint one right there in the courtroom. You made the statements, our products don't pull up, they're too dark to see, so, well, so we'll challenge you on it. I got no problem with it. It'll be fun. So it'll give me a chance to show off my screen. Advertising. Even in that courtroom, advertising. Yeah, the portables are nice. I like these. I'm going to build me another one. Yeah, okay, no, I want to do a bit. Now, see that? See right here? See that? See how that's black? Black, black, black. Everything in here is black. Nothing's coming up gray. I literally have to, I'm thinking I'm going to open up a site on a form site. We got another form site, but I'm going to open up one on basically, can people tell the difference between a black and gray screen? We're going to do some really super ultra gunmetal screen. Matter of fact, the interior is super dark. It looks like a black screen. And show you that even when you stick black against it, you can still see what the color of the interior is. Man, I can't, this is what we're doing now. That's one of the, that particular trick right there is an old trick. It's an old trick that's from back in the day, when people were making these claims that they had black screens. And they were just making really dark gray screens. That's what they were doing. But you could tell, because if you were able to pull any contrast that would pop up and anything in the environment was black, the screen would actually tell on itself. That's how I know. That's why when I look at your screen, the first thing I do is I look at any object in the environment that's black and see how that's matching the screen. That's how I knew when I looked at the paint. I was like, that's Black Fox. Because Black Fox has a kind of a brownish tone to it. That's the problem with the black box. And when you look at the container's lid, it didn't match. You had Black Box in your container. That's what you had. It looks like it's black, but it's a little bit lighter, so the white levels will pick up a little bit better. That's a Black Box. And then what you shook that mica up and you put that water into it, all you did with the mica, you just expanded its level and you just made more of it. It's like dumping white paint in there. And when you dump it in there, that's why when you pulled out your mixing stick, it was actually tan. Kind of a tannish kind of gray look to it. That's what it was. You didn't have black. Screen washed out. I knew that portable. Yeah, I can see that from there. But we'll make it over here. The exact same thing. This is portable. This is when we had the silver. Yeah, it's the silver coat we're using.
Everybody doing out there? First of all, my name is Kenneth Burton. I'm the creator of Crystal.
I need that for work. Is that carry well what?
And I was out in the park at a barbecue.
Get me one of them and coat it.
And I wanted to bring my pocket-sized projector out there with me, but I was thinking, what kind of screen could I bring out there with me that would be a good size and something that would be portable? And I've gotten this email quite a few times from people who want to bring a screen to their business.
You're right, and that's why you still work a job. You work a job because, let me explain something real quick. I don't work a job. I haven't worked a job in years. The last job I had was... I was working at a restaurant somewhere, I think it was. I can't sure. Probably a restaurant job right there, mostly. At most, probably so. But anyway, yeah, my company pays for everything. I really don't work. Now, I'm not busting anyone down at work. I'm talking about people. If people run a company, the first year what they'll do is, and like I did the same thing, I worked off eBay. I sold vintage toys on eBay, and that's what I did. And I use that to support my company. Some people will work their same job that they're working at while they are supporting their company because their company is coming off the ground. And this is when they're first starting off. But if you've been doing this for like 5-something years or so, and you're still working a job, your company isn't doing what it's supposed to do. It's time to give up the company. You're talking about go get a real job, go get a real job. I do have a real job. What do you think paid for all this stuff? What do you think paid for that nice place over there? Paid for all my equipment, the fish tank over there, tables, all that stuff, everything in there. What do you think paid for that? The company paid for all that. God bless us with all the technology you see around us. Bless us with the amazing customers that kept our company flowing. Our company paid for all this. I didn't have to freaking go work a job. So when you tell me that you're still working a job, and you've been running your company for like over 4 years or 3 years, it's time to give up your freaking, your whatchamacallit. Because if you lose your job, will your company sustain you? That's what you got to think about. And people think about that all the time. When you're starting a new company to business, the biggest leap you're going to make of your life is if I take this leap and I leave this company behind and start my own business, Is it going to support me? Is it going to fail? Is it going to fall through? Maybe it'll be successful. Maybe it won't be successful. That's what you're going to have to go through. But you never had to go through that because you had your company sitting there as a crutch, just in case if your business fell through, you could always go back to the business you're working at. So I know that from the door. I can tell you don't trust your product. You can't take that leap of faith. And you definitely shouldn't take that leap of faith now, because now you really can't sell anything because your products come up fake at the end of the day. So you're still working a job and you had your business for this amount of time, and you have to rely on most of your income coming from the job you're working at, then guess what? Your business isn't doing what you think it should be doing. So when you make statements about get a real job, I have one. I just don't have to work that 9 to 5. I can make a couple of grand a day and just go, you know what? I'm done for the day. I'm going to go to the park and stare at a squirrel. I can do that. No supervisors. I'm the boss at the end of the day. So guess what? I can just do what I want to do. Now, I get my orders processed. I get my customers all taken care of. And my PayPal accounts, when we go to court, you'll see when I pull it up, I get very, 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 it's rare that I get a dispute against me. Oh, I forgot to show you this real quick. Anytime in any company, you're going to have a few people that are not going to like your business. There's no company on the face of this planet that's going to run 100% smoothly and you're not going to have any complaints. That's virtually impossible. If you ever work customer service, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So we are going to get customers that are going to carry on, act up, and this, that, and the other. But if my company was doing all these claims that I was doing, shouldn't it be thousands upon thousands upon thousands of complaints against us? Isn't. We get a few here and there. This jerker goes, tracks him down and go, oh my God, look, he's scamming people. He's ripping people off. Look. Yeah, because I got a few people in there that basically got upset about this, that, and the other. Our products are back. They have batch numbers sitting on top of them. Matter of fact, that's what you're getting sued for also, too, this coming month. You violated a batch number. There you go. So you understand how that system works because he's actually getting sued for that. Hello, idiots, I swear. Let me see. I gotta go into, I don't know, Hotmail account. Oh yeah, we don't do Hotmail account for a minute. We had to show that off another dumb nonsense, the fake email nonsense. You're just desperate. I know you're desperate to try to prove me to be this person, but again, this is what court is for. This is why we're going to court. You can go to court of law, bring your lawyer with you, and you're going to have to back up everything you said. That's what you're going to have to do. So all this crying and whining you keep doing, at the end of the day, put it down. I got words pushing through. At the end of the day, as I said before, it's not going to help you. All right, let me see. Let's go over to junk mail. Oh, it's in the Immerse account. I got to go to the Immerse account. Why don't we have the Immerse account signed up on here? I got my Immerse account on my other account. I'm going to do an email change on that. I'm going to have to update my Immerse account because, like I said, my system on this side went down. I don't have it anymore. So all my files are on this machine. So I got to get my Immerse account put in. That's what I need to do because I don't have it for this one. As a matter of fact, I got to change over a couple of things on here too. I'm going to get that done today too. Let me get back to what I need to do here. But yeah, that's what it comes down to. But anyway, the customer who did that, basically, when we looked into his account, his email was coming up. No, it's his address was coming up under a whatchamacallit. It was coming up under a supermarket. And we're like, why is this address coming up under a supermarket? So there is no information on where he was living at. But I'm going to pull up his receipt to show you exactly from there. Man. As a matter of fact, I need to go in and change. Well, I got to change it on this account on my phone. Accounts on my phone. So we'll go in and we'll show you that today. You got your customers, and keep in mind, our products, if the customer wants to exchange it, they can exchange it. We'll exchange it for something else. And we have to do a test on it first to see if it's working properly. But he said he couldn't see the screen. I would love to see it. And it was gunmetal technology. I would love to see that. With fellow people, imagine we have customers who test our products. But I'm going to go in here and get the rest of what we got to get done here. I want to get this portable screen. How much is the portable screen? Because that's the $60 one. I need the $50 one. Is this the 50? This is $50. This is 4.3. I don't want a 4.3. I need 16.9. Ah, this is not going to be one of these today, is it? I need the portable, and that's 40-inch. Gee whiz, man. Let me see. That's the 40-inch. Where's the 50-inch? That's 16.9. I don't want 16.9. Let me see. No. I need portable. Let me see. Portable 50-inch screen. Yeah, where's the 50 at? There it is. That's the 50 right there. All right, there we go. Now we found the screen. I'm like, where in the world is this screen at? I've done this. This is what I'm going to do. So I'm taking this with me right here when I do my demonstrations out in the park. This is nice size screens, 50 inches. As a matter of fact, let me keep that for a minute. And everything all around? All about the ramps? What about the ramps? It's all about the ramps? What about the ramps? Ouch, tackle. You. I'll be so glad. Let me get you in a new place. Nothing about business. Yeah, a lot of bitterness. A lot of bitterness. Oh, I could have used this. Put it over there. I'm renting the hall out. Definitely gonna rent that out. $300 a month? Definitely doing that. That is definitely gonna happen. At $300 a month, definitely. So I'm gonna do that next month. I'm renting it out. Actually, no. Yeah, next month, January, when I'm out. That'll be hot. You want demonstrations in there? Heck yeah. Side real quick. This stuff. This. Oh, got an order? I got you. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to turn this place into storage, and I can use anywhere I want to work at, any place. That's why I want to get a laptop. What if there's free Wi-Fi there? Now, am I going to be doing, majority of most places that you rent like this, it's going to have Wi-Fi, you know, basically free Wi-Fi, the Wi-Fi with it. But some of the videos may come pre-record, depends on how good the Wi-Fi streams are. I'd rather just do it all pre-record, and to tell you why, because again, I want the footage to be real nice. If I do it through Wi-Fi, then chances are we're going to get some pretty gritty video. I don't want to go through that. Okay. I'm going to need this remote control definitely smooth for them. That's will work. I'm going to find my lens. Where's my lens? How do you mean it? have the lens in here. I have lens in here, Papa. But we had it in here. We don't. Do something. I need this for test. We need that for a test right there. I'm going to start testing some portables. We'll get a portable later on. But I want to test that. Let's turn that definitely into storage. Time we go. I gotta get ready. Make some phone calls. So this is today's Saturday. I got a bad habit of running my days together. I wonder what day it is. What's today? Oh, it's Saturday. Okay. Man. All right. Tells you I work a lot of hours. All right. I got to get out of here. I don't want this video to run too long. A comment and talk about Spartan is now basically going to be challenging Crow 1176 products. All right. Got to go. Thank you all, and God bless. Oh, I can still, once they're open, I can call them up.